We welcome you all to today's session. And today we have a very, very special guest with us who needs no introduction, but still I would do the formality of introducing him. So if you have watched Satsang, serene voice who's asking questions to Gurudev. He's been in ashram since 2008, and he's been part of many, many departments here, guiding us, young and old both. And currently, he's heading the Shri Shri Publications Trust, and he's deeply interested in scriptures, and that's why so many hundreds of youth from all sections have joined him in the Yog Vashisht series, which he has been conducting for past few years, which is also available on the Art of Living app. So we welcome you for the session, Nakulji, today. Today's topic is also very interesting. It is Master of Confusion. We had little bit confusion in the beginning. So over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me, Anjesh. And warm welcome to everybody. Today's topic is the Master of Confusion. So confusion begins with not knowing. If you know, then there is clarity. Then you know, and there is clarity. And when I came to Gurudev, when I came to the ashram, I really wanted to know. I really wanted to know. And when you want to know, you seek clarity. That I will know, and I will then have all the answers, and there will be no more questions. And after these many years in the ashram and with Gurudev, I now believe that clarity is overrated. Clarity is very overrated. I don't know, and I don't have any questions because I had the great fortune of being able to ask Gurudev all these questions in so many satsangs. Channel your questions. All the questions that came from you, I was able to put to Gurudev, and I snuck in a few of my own also once in a while. But looking at how Gurudev deals with answers and how he gives knowledge, it's quite clear to me that clarity is very overrated, because the objective of an answer is, why do you seek an answer? Because so that I can know something at the end of it. But with Gurudev, what I firmly know now is that the destination is not to arrive at I know, but I don't know. So which is confusion, and you just have to be at peace with it. Because you want to take support. It is you want to take support of your knowledge, of your understanding, your intellect, and so long as you take support, you're not independent, you're not by yourself, you're not truly free. And the whole objective of this process of Gurudev is to make you realize that you are independent, and you can be by yourself, you can be free by yourself. And for that, you don't need to know. So moral is accept the confusion as it is. So, like I said, clarity is overrated and confusion begins with not knowing. I don't know. So, in true spirit, in keeping with the theme of today's session, I really don't know what to say. So, as I ramble on, as I continue, कुछ कुछ तो बोलते रहेंगे. So, if you want to put in your questions, write in your questions, you can write in. Those of us who are on the Zoom call can type on the Zoom call in the comments, and those who are joining us on social media can also type in the comments, and Anjesh will will ask those questions through the session. Yeah, so one of the reasons which is easy to understand about Gurudev once you come close to him is that he's very deep. You already know he's very deep, and he's also multifaceted. So there are many sides to Gurudev, and we tend to understand things. We have a pattern of understanding things, and Gurudev is somebody who does not fit in that pattern, and therefore he is confusion. He causes confusion. He says things that don't make sense. They don't immediately make sense. But with time, with the benefit of hindsight, you come to know the wisdom behind what he says and what he does. टाइम के बाद पता चलता है. उस टाइम पे क्या समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, कुछ पता नहीं चल रहा है, क्यों बोल रहे हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं, ऐसा होता है. लेकिन समय के साथ पता चलता है भाई जो बोल रहे हैं करते जाओ, चलते जाओ. Because and this is something that he's told us in person, and me and another person, he said ऐसे कोई बताएगा नहीं जैसे मैं बता रहा हूँ. He said क्योंकि जो बुद्धि है, the intellect, it has such a strong grip on you, and because to free you from your own intellect, from your own understanding, you have to go through not one, not two, not three, but 1,000 chances of confusion, of doubt. 1,000 chances, not just a few, but 1,000 opportunities to get into doubt, to get into confusion. And yet, even after 1,000 chances, 1,000 opportunities of doubt, of confusion, if you keep going, then you know something. तब कुछ पता चला. So we say Guru Brahma creates, Guru gives you a new life, he creates. Guru Vishnu, he protects you, preserves, protects you. Gurudev Maheshwara, which means what? What does Maheshwara do? Demolishes, and if required, quite ruthlessly. Of course, he's sensitive when he's protecting you. He takes care of you in every way. But when it is time to demolish, the process can be quite unrelenting. So if you get a piece of land, कोई आपको नया जमीन खरीद के दे कि ये आपकी जमीन है, and you can construct anything, any palace you want on this land, and you find that in that land there is कुछ तो कच्चा पक्का construction हुआ है. There is some building, some kind of construction which is standing currently on the land. If you want to really build what you want, what will you do? You have to demolish it. You have to raze it to the ground, absolutely destroy it. Yeah. So when you come to the Guru, your intellect is like that kacha pakka building, which is standing on the land. अब इस पे कुछ बनाना है ढंग का, अगर if you have to make a palace or make something worthwhile, make a marvel, make a good looking building, you have to demolish it. It has to be demolished. So जितना कुछ आप जानते हैं, जितना कुछ समझते हैं, समझ से अभी तक जिंदगी चलाई है, वो सब उठा के साइड पे रख दो. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि दिमाग नहीं लगाना है, लेकिन दिमाग नहीं लगाना आना चाहिए. कब दिमाग नहीं लगाना है? So there is this thought may come कि मैं तो इतना चल के आया अपनी बुद्धि के सहारे, with the help of what I know, what I understand, I walked all this way, I reached so far, I reached here, I reached this place in life. But the thing is, now what lies ahead is the ocean. Your walking will not help. You have to swim. So वहां पे खड़े होके समुद्र के किनारे खड़े होके बहस नहीं कर सकते कि मैं तो चलूंगा समुद्र में. चलेगा नहीं भाई. You can't walk. You have to swim. So and we of course we cannot always fathom at what level Gurudev operates. So which is why what he says may not make sense immediately. I remember this small incident that Vishwas Bhaiya shared with me a few years ago. He said when this war on terror started in 2003, was it 3? Yeah, 3 or 4. And the US invaded Afghanistan or Iraq or both. So Gurudev sent our teachers there to teach courses and teach them meditation and bring them some peace. And Vishwas Bhaiya went. He was one of the first people who was sent there, and he taught. And of course, many people learned the courses. They found peace. They said after many years we are able to sleep, because ये invasion तो अभी आया है, लेकिन वहाँ पे civil war कई सालों से पहले से चल रहा है, तो शांति है नहीं उस region में. So they say after doing your breathing techniques and meditation, we are able to sleep for the first time in our lives. So it was very helpful. And after a while, this thing intensified. The more bombing and more, the war got more intense, and they were asked to leave. आप लोग जाइए, अभी कुछ कह नहीं सकते, अभी आपको निकलना होगा यहाँ से. तो विश्वास भैया टोल्ड गुरुदेव कि ऐसे ऐसे हमको तो जाने को बोल रहे हैं, एंड लेकिन मेरे पास पेपर्स कोई नहीं है, मेरा पासपोर्ट, कोई आइडेंटिटी पेपर्स कुछ नहीं, वो पता नहीं कहीं पे और हैं, मेरे पास नहीं है. तो मैं जाऊंगा बॉर्डर पे, दे विल आस्क माय आइडेंटिटी पेपर्स, आई डोंट हैव एनीथिंग, तो आई वोंट बी अलाउड टू लीव एट द बॉर्डर, दे वोंट लेट मी लीव. सो गुरुदेव सेड just go and tell them that you're from the art of living. And Vishwas, we are thinking, who knows art of living? Us time we were not in, in so many countries. And he says, who will know art of living? So language is a big problem. They may or may not know that much English also. So just go and say art of living. It doesn't make any sense. But what option does he have? क्या करेंगे? So in that state of confusion, he goes, and when he reaches the border, the checkpost, he says, they ask him, who are you? So he says, I'm Vishwas and I'm from the art of living. And they respond, yeah, come this way. We got the message. And he's shocked. ये क्या हुआ भाई? तो then he's able to leave and he comes back. And गुरुदेव से मिले, गुरुदेव से हाँ हो गया, सब ठीक हो गया, yes yes गुरुदेव, हो गया, बात हो गई. 2 साल बाद randomly he's meeting somebody, Vishwas Bhaiya, and this person tells him, hey, when Gurudev was speaking to you on the phone that day, I was in the room with him, and after he told you, he just go and tell them I'm from Art of Living. Uske baad phone cut kiya, and then he made a few calls, and he told them ki my guy will come, my person will come. He'll say that he's from Art of Living and arrange the papers for him, get the permission. So he made a few calls to make it happen. This Gurudev never told Vishwas. Never. Oh, by the way, chance ki baat hui that this person met Vishwas, and he said, "Arey, main tha us time." So you don't know at what level Gurudev operates. So जो बोलते हैं वो कर लेना चाहिए. Yeah. So do we have any questions? Let me go from the beginning. But allowing confusion does not let you take action. Yeah, when you're confused and you have to take an action, say Jai Gurudev and take action. Gurudev uses this line very often: choices are yours, blessings are mine. So Jai Gurudev and plunge into action. क्या गलत हो जाएगा? What's the worst? गलत हो जाएगा, ठीक है, I'll accept this way, that way. Yeah. Do you mean listening to scriptures commentary is useless? No, I did not say that. I did not say listening to scriptures commentary is useless, because they also give you an understanding. So so we learn in class 7th or 8th, we learn about laws of motion. Yeah, Newton's laws of motion. Class 7 or 8, we learn laws of how do things move, how much force to apply, how they accelerate, and all that. And in class 12th, 11th and 12th, we learn about relativity. Yeah. Newton also discovered gravity, and relativity is also about gravity. The general theory of relativity is also about gravity. Now, the general theory of relativity, Einstein's theory of gravity, is correct. And if that is correct, then Newton's theory of gravity is wrong. Yeah, both can't be correct. But yet we are taught Newton's theory of gravity in class 7 or 8. Because you have to know that to know this is wrong in class 12. Yeah. So straight away, you in class 7, 8, you can't teach Einstein's theory. They won't understand. Nobody will understand. So you have to know something to know that knowing it is not useful. That you have to know something to arrive at, I really don't know. Yeah, so nothing is useless. Whatever swadhyaya you do, whatever effort you put in, nothing is a waste. This is logic. Do you mean if you said this, if you said understanding is useless, that means my study is useless? No, this is how logic works. This means that. But reality is not logical. Logic is a tool to understand reality, to make sense of reality, but reality in its completeness, in its totality, reality is not logical. Because there are many illogical things that coexist that you see in daily life also. Yeah. Big confusion when one falls for someone and feel very emotional and control over intellect is lower. Yes, that is true. Big confusion when one falls for someone and feel very emotional and control over intellect is lower. That is true. That is a statement. What's the question?
Yeah, the question is how to resolve confusion between emotions and intellect. The second thing which is asked.
How to resolve
Confusion between emotions and intellect.
between emotions and intellect? Yeah. Now, if there is a confusion between your intellect and emotions, now whatever answer I give you will be you will understand through intellect. How will that remove your confusion? Because intellect and emotion, that's the confusion, right? So intellect, how will adding more to your intellect resolve that confusion? Don't resist it, embrace it, embrace it. I am confused. Today is a good day. You should be scared when you feel total clarity. Those are the days you should be scared. उस दिन पता ही मैं क्या कर दूंगा. जिस दिन मैं कंफ्यूज्ड हूं उस दिन तो अच्छा काम ही करूंगा. जिस दिन सब पता है, क्लियर है, आज कुछ गड़बड़ होगा भाई. And this is especially true when you go to meet Gurudev. If you go to meet Gurudev with clarity, for sure you will come back confused. Okay, I have closed my WhatsApp in the background. Thank you for pointing out. It said that we are all one but appear different. How? I am confused. Yeah, this is a very good confusion. You should bake in it. Baking makes the dish sweeter. And so when the answer does appear, it will appear that much sweet. If somebody gives you an answer, if I give you that answer, it won't sound that sweet. So bake a little bit in this confusion. Okay. How to resolve confusion, emotion, intellect, done. Destroy Laya. If love contains 2% lust, how does it play its role in a relationship with Guru, parents, brothers, sisters, friends, etc.? This though, I think Gurudev only has answered. In any this thing, in any relationship where there is love, there is some, you hug people and you so only that much lust. It's not even lust, you can't call it lust, but you want to, physical affection. The dog comes to you and he licks your face all over. It's not lust, but there is a physical expression to that love, and only that much. So that's what Gurudev has explained. Some problems do not resolve after lots of hardship. So confusion ho jata hai ki does he really know, is he taking care of me? Yeah, because Gurudev ने ये भी कहा है कि जब इतना प्रॉब्लम हो जाए लाइफ में कि कुछ चल नहीं रहा है, कुछ अता पता नहीं, बहुत ही बुरी हालत है, उसी टाइम जानना चाहिए कि पूरा टेंशन तुम्हारे ऊपर है. इसलिए तो मेरे को इतना प्रसाद मिल रहा है, इतना प्रसाद दे रहे हैं. नहीं तो जब चल रहा है ठीक है, चल रहा है ठीक, मतलब किसी और पे टेंशन है, तुम पे नहीं. जब तुम पे टेंशन आएगा तो खलबली मच जाएगी. तो अगर खलबली मची हुई है तो जान लो भी पूरा ध्यान तुम पे है. He's the center of his attention right now. To demolish a huge building is not easy. Yeah. To demolish a huge building is not easy. Yeah, that's his job, to demolish the building. That's not your job. That's his job. And he's quite good at it, I assure you. I have one very small confusion, but the question is quite big. Why all these play of Maya in the world? We are told always that final destination is enlightenment and moksha. But what if everyone gets moksha and enlightenment? What is next? What's the purpose of universe if it's just a play? Good question. Next question. Yeah, that's a good question. Like the last one, good question to bake on. At times, I'm told that I'm getting confused. I'm told that I'm getting confused when asking detailed questions, what to do. Yeah. Yeah, don't stop asking. Those who sometimes the people who don't want to answer or don't have the answer, they tell you that you're asking too many questions, you're wasting time, or you're getting confused. Don't bother. They don't know the answer, that's why they're telling you. Don't let go of your inquisitiveness. अपना प्रश्न पूछने की प्रवृत्ति जारी रखें, कायम रखें और प्रश्न पूछते जाएं. Gurudev says when Gurudev enters our lives, then we get above the planets. Then shall we refer to astrology to ask some questions? Up to you. Up to you. But Gurudev says also that those who do spiritual practices and those who are with a guru, astrology also is not able to predict whatever आपका जो destiny वगैरह जो भी था, path जो भी था, वो बदल जाता है with spiritual practice and the presence of a guru. So astrology also is not able to say क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा. So but just time pass के लिए, I mean, yeah, time pass के लिए पूछ सकते हैं. It's a मन बहलाने के लिए ख्याल अच्छा है गालिब. एक बार गुरुदेव से मेरी बेटी ने पूछा दिल्ली रहें या वापस घर जाएं, वापस घर चली जाए, पर मैंने उसे बुला लिया. कोरोना केम आफ्टर अ फ्यू मंथ्स. ये तो अच्छी बात है. How does surrender and letting go work in confusion? I think that is the only thing that works in confusion. Because आपको जब पता नहीं है तो भाई संभाल लो. हमारी नाव तो पता नहीं कहाँ जा रही है, आप ही सहारा हो, तो सरेंडर अपने आप हो जाता है. How to let go of the past? The past is gone already. You don't have to let go. It's gone. है ही नहीं, चला गया. पास्ट तभी बोलते हैं, जो है वो प्रेजेंट है. पास्ट तो गया. You don't have to let go. It's gone already. And she still regrets not obeying Gurudev. She is stuck in her exams. Now what can we do? This is Preeti's question is continuing. मैंने उसे बुला लिया. Corona came after a few months. And then she still regrets not obeying Gurudev. She's stuck in her exams. Now what can we do? It's not very clear. Yeah, it doesn't matter. अगर कुछ ऐसा past में हुआ जो whose outcome you did not like, no problem. Life has infinite possibilities. It can always get better, and you can grow, and everything can be set right at any time in life. So there's no need to regret over the past. Yeah. When should we use our intellect and when should we use our intuition? जब दोनों में से कोई भी चल रहा है यूज कर लो. इंटेलेक्ट चल रहा था यूज कर लो, इंट्यूशन चल रहा है तो वो यूज कर लो. Just like the sun rises in the east, but actually it never rises. Yeah. Wow. Is it possible to actually understand reality, or is it an experience only? Good question. Yeah. You can't understand reality. Experience only. Mostly, if we know the cause of our suffering, we can rectify it. So how is it good to be in a space of not knowing? Yeah. Here Gurudev gives the example that, no matter how good a surgeon you are, if you have to get operated, you go to another surgeon. आप खुद अपना ऑपरेशन तो नहीं करते हैं, कोई दूसरे को बुलाते हैं, भाई फाड़ लो मेरा पेट. So yeah, knowing up to a degree, knowing helps. You want to know, you have seeking. It's good, it's healthy up to a limit. But after a threshold, after a limit, it doesn't serve. It's has no purpose, because whatever you know is also on the surface. What is at the center is what you are. What you know is outside. Um, but when you get into the room, when you get to the center, then what you know has no use. It is all about what you are, who you are. I'm asking this because whatever I try to understand, few experiences with Gurudev, nothing can be understood. But experience is there. Perfect. That's how it is. You can't understand, but the experience is there. Absolutely. Whenever I will take the responsibility, I will get more pain from people indirectly. Why is this? Uh, hmm, this you have to know a little bit, make an effort to know a little bit. Um, it's the answers, all the answers uh, in relation to people, behavior, the world, situation, all of that is in the 5 points of your happiness program. So practice those more and more and see if I'm in pain, if I suffer, um, if I get pain, then it is because of which point? Which point am I not following that I'm feeling pain? I used to do this exercise because uh, when I was in, yeah, I came to Art of Living quite early in my life. I mean, I was 16, and so I liked it so much. I liked that knowledge so much that I really imbibed it. I absorbed everything that I could get from Gurudev. We used to get those knowledge faxes every week, every Thursday. I used to absorb it like a sponge. If there's a book that came out, read it like a sponge. And so I just, those 5 points, they became my view of the world. I saw everything through those 5 points. And every movie that I saw, every TV serial, because my mother used to watch, every TV serial that I saw, any conflict, any drama in the serial, any twist in the movie is because this guy, some character in the movie did not follow this knowledge point. So I used to see movies also like this. Movies, TV, everything. कि किस character ने ये point follow नहीं किया, उसकी वजह से पूरी movie बन गई. या अगर सारे knowledge में होते तो ये movie नहीं होती. So all the ignorance also has its place in this world, but practice, and see any drama that happens. There is um, some knowledge point is not being followed. That's why the drama. That's why the pain. How you handle relationship when other person is very possessive and not giving any chance to discuss and also accuse you if you move out. Yeah. Here I will say something that Gurudev also says. It doesn't help though, but I will still say it. Use your skill. What that skill is, use your skill to find out what that skill is. Yeah. So जैसे आपको पता चल जाता है कि आग में हाथ डालने से ओह दर्द होता है. You feel pain when you put your hand in fire. Like that. You do this in a relationship, oh, it pains. Next time, don't do it. So yeah, and all these people in your life who give you pain, who are possessive, who don't let you be, who are nasty to you, they're all gifts. All of them are giving their life, sacrificing their life so that you become established, so that you learn the art of living. All of them are at it full time, just for you. Be grateful. Yesterday, Gurudev came in my dreams. I was Chumping, Champi Malish, oiling is here. What does it mean? I'm confused. It's a good confusion. Why do you want to know? I was doing Champi to Gurudev. If we have a belief within for the answer to our confusion, still we are afraid to take the first step. How to go ahead? Take the step and go ahead. Yeah, overcome your fear, take the first step and go ahead. Gurudev knowledge sheets. At one instance, Seva is advised, another says, do duty. Seva can be done later. Confused. Yeah. So Baba has a very good answer. When you are on page 179, which says, do Seva, do Seva. When you go to page 180, which says, do Seva later, do Seva later. Yeah, you follow whatever page you're on. Do Gurudev read our email sent to secretary? If my problem persists in my life for a long time, my problem is about my new purchase house, which is now in comma. House is in comma and stuck all the renovation work in middle. So confusion create hota hai. Where is my guru? No, that's what I'm saying. If you think you go to Gurudev and he will remove my confusion and give me clarity, you're in for a surprise. Yeah. So if you ये सब चीजें Gurudev will say choices are yours and blessings are mine. And any confusion does not last long. ये अगर phase है, if that your house is in comma, it will revive. The house will revive. Yeah, pray. If you're helpless, pray. When one is confused with multiple choices, how to know if it's a test or an opportunity? Wrong question. When you're confused with multiple choices, take one and go ahead. Don't think about if it's a test or opportunity, what will I gain, what will I lose. Don't waste time there. Pick one choice, whatever makes the most sense. Say Jai Gurudev and go ahead. I am very confused in my career. I am teacher, but I want to do the transition. But since it's taking time to get a secure job, so I get confused what to do. Like I said, take a step and either way you learn something. अगर चल गया तो कुछ नया सीखने को मिला, नहीं चला तो नया लेसन सीखने को मिला. Either way you learn something. Can we share our Sudarshan Kriya experience with our friends? Of course you can. How to make a decision and know it's best for us or not? I'm confused. Yeah, you will only know if it's best for you or not later. But to get to that later point, you have to take the decision now. Yeah, so decide and find out later. Give yourself the chance to find out later by deciding now. We think that we will always listen to Gurudev or will always be taking good decisions only, but I've seen decisions are taken at times just out of impulse and from a mind that gets stuck. And the question is, when you know that mind is stuck and your behavior is not up to the mark, how to get out of it? Yeah, that's where your practices help. So when you, just like when you know that you're impulsive, you're feeling impulsive, you know also when you're not feeling impulsive. And when you're not feeling impulsive, then decide, then take the decision and move ahead. Is confusion good in material world, job, business decisions, etc.? Very good. Confusion in any form, in any sphere is very good. Is very helpful. I asked Gurudev about what I should be doing in my life. I did not get an answer because probably a lot of people were there. Not sure. You never know, because even if you were there alone, you might still not get an answer. Anyway, how do I get my answer? Oh, I've been confused in so many years. How do I know what I'm supposed to do? yeah, you're not supposed to do anything. When you ask how do I know what I'm supposed to do, that means somebody else has written and decided what you're supposed to do. It is written somewhere else what you should be doing. No, you decide. This life is for you to make that discovery. You decide what what you want to do. When you know that mind is struck, and your behavior is not up to mark, how to get out? Can you tell us some stories you have experienced about Gurudev confusing you? Yeah, that line comes to mind. अब क्या बताएं मौसी? वैसे तो गुरुदेव बहुत क्लैरिटी देते हैं, बट कंफ्यूजन ज्यादा देते हैं. Yeah. As they come, I will share as they come how to overcome the effects of past incidents. Yeah, by just knowing that past is gone, incident is gone. What effect does it have now? It's gone. How to overcome fear? By doing what you're afraid of, by facing it. But yeah, if I see closely, not being able to apply the 5 points in life was the only cause of every trouble. Good. But when I did happiness course, I was these 5 points only. The cause of all problems was given as the solution. How is that possible? According to me, if someone can apply the 5 points, they are already enlightened. True. So, yeah, correct. Basically, if your question is ki, these people in my life, they are making it difficult for me, the answer is, yeah, use these 5 points, get enlightened. If this problem or that problem or or any kind of problem, the solution is get enlightened. And use these 5 points, get enlightened. That is a great solution. What's the problem? You're right. It's inconvenient to follow those 5 points, but it is very worthwhile. Bhaiya, each and everyone perceive and act differently in any given situation in different directions. So what decides this direction? Is it karma or mind or intellect or our craving or aversion or anything else? It doesn't matter what decides this direction. Yeah, it could be karma or mind or intellect or craving, aversion, anything else. It could be all of the above. Yeah, it is true. All of us perceive and act differently. That's how it is. That's not going to change. Can we share our deep inner experience happening with us, doing Kriya with non-ordinary people? You can share how you feel after you do Kriya, but what you feel deep inner experience, you can share after Kriya, I feel peaceful, I feel calm, the effects of Kriya, but what other deep experience do you want to share? I really don't care about people, but then I have to do seva to become a teacher. Oh gosh, my problem, same problem. I wanted to stay away from people. Don't worry, there is hope. There is hope. So you remember that story, Buddha story, that this guy who came and he said, I want to become your student. And Buddha says, accept people as they are, accept everyone in the world, and then you can be here, part of my group. So he goes and he comes back, says, I can accept everybody in the whole world except 2 people. And Buddha says, you did so much work. I'll give you a discount. Don't have to accept all the people in the world. Just accept these 2. Discount for you. Got it? So, but I'll tell you, I also have this thing that, I'm very bad with people, and they're scared. They're scary, not scared. They're scary because they're confused and they I want to stay away. Keep it to yourself. Keep your confusion to yourself. But so Gurudev in one satsang said this something very beautiful, which gave me a lot of strength. He said, you know, your time and interaction with people, that relationships and interacting with people, dealing with people, is a very tiny part of your life. That's not what your whole life is. It is just a small part of your life. So if you feel that you're not good, doesn't matter. There is much more to life. So dive deeper, and don't let that tiny part rob you of the rest of your life. Yeah. So when I heard that, I said, okay, kuch to, some relief that, because otherwise I thought this organization is all about people and I'm not good with people. So what do I do? Gurudev said, go in a different direction, go inside. So that's when I started studying myself. I started observing the mind. And over time, I became better and better with people also. So it can change with your self-effort. I always seek blessings of Gurudev for my daughter's health issues since last 18 months. Issues not resolved. How do I get my answer? Um, um, Continue. Yeah. Pray. And accept whatever is happening. Just accept it. Don't be in a hurry to get out of it. Accept it and fully experience what you're going through. That will ensure that you don't go through it again. Because you want to run away from a painful experience, it ensures that will repeat, and painful experience will come. If you face it, okay, let me go through it. When you accept it, that's the last time you'll go through it. I asked him about marrying someone, but he looked at me and said, choice is yours, blessings are mine. This left me in a state of confusion. What to do now? I really like him. Yeah, then decide and go ahead. If you go to Gurudev expecting him to make a choice for you, rest assured you will come back confused. You will come back with confusion. Because this thing is not to decide, to make your decisions for you. It is to empower you to make your decisions for yourself. How to build trust on someone, Bhaiya? Trust them and see. Bhaiya, when you feel that you completely surrendered and in a total bliss, all of a sudden, things change to your extreme surprise and you're put in a strange situation. So keeping faith, what will happen next? Yeah, keep faith. Okay, because of you, I now understand. Actually, I don't understand. Yeah, be careful what you say, what you claim. Why Guruji told me what he did, and when I asked him what decision to take, his answer confused me even more. Congratulations. How to come out of selfish people around us? Accept them. I know I need to get into action mode, but somehow I'm not doing it. What am I waiting for? Yeah, I'm just not able to concentrate enough to complete a task or know what I need to know or what I need to do. It's so not me. What's wrong with me? Nothing. Just go for a jog, go for a run, go for a jog for 15-20 minutes and come back and get into action mode. Got my answer for not ask the question, for my not ask the question. Yeah. People around me tell lies. Tell lies many times. I don't react at that time, though I know they're lying. Afterwards, thought keep going in my mind about it. Should I talk to such people while they tell lies? No, enjoy the show. They're only entertaining you. Bhaiya, tell about Guru Gita, please. Yeah, it's 9:52. We've not spoken about Guru Gita, Anjesh. Yeah. So can we make this the last question about Guru Gita?
Yeah.
So, truth be told, I really don't know about Guru Gita that much. What I do know is that it extols the value of the glory of the Guru, and yeah, I've read it, a few verses of the Guru Gita a few years ago, and they're very beautiful. And Bhanu Didi is going to chant those verses and explain the meaning. So she's an amazing teacher, no matter what she's teaching anyway. So it'll be very enlightening. These sessions will be very enlightening. You shouldn't miss. Kabir, it's famous that that Doha is very famous of Kabir's. लेखन सब बन रहा है, सब धरती कागज करूं, लेखन सब धरती कागज करूं. If the whole earth becomes my paper, writing paper, lekhan sab ban raha hai. If I take all the forests and all the trees and they become my pen, writing instrument. Saat samudra ki mas karun. If the 7 oceans, 7 seas become my ink, Guru gun likha na jaye, I won't be able to write the glory of the Guru. So Kabir ji has said this, absolutely true. The Guru is not a person, it is God in human form. And we have, Bhanu Didi will explain to us in her sweet voice. You should not miss it.
Thank you, Bhaiya. That was a nice, long, interesting session. For me personally, I have not seen you speak so much, and it was really beautiful to see you take each and every question so patiently. Like, it was really something to learn, and so many interesting things. Wisdom, like, can be boring, but here there was so much wit that, yeah, isn't it? All those who are here, it just kept me glued on. Okay, what next? What next? It was very beautiful. Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for joining us today. And we hope to see you soon again sometime. And all those who are on this session, on the Zoom call, on YouTube, on Facebook, on the Art of Living app, we are going to have this session, and we have put the link also in the chat, in the comments. You can right away register for the Guru Gita chanting with Bhanu Didi. Jai Gurudev.